Alright, in this video I'm going to teach you exactly how you can listen better, why eye contact isn't actually that important, how to get an attractive voice that people listen to, how to actually like the conversations you're getting in, and much more. If you like the content I'm producing, you can just click the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Or if you like the video, like the video. If you don't dislike it, dislike it. But first watch the video before you do any of those. First thing is active and passive listening. Active listening is basically when you listen to somebody speak or listen to something like a conversation for the sole purpose of understanding the conversation and then adding onto it, like delving deeper into the conversation. So for example, your friends could ask you, or your friends could be just saying like, oh yeah, I remember this one time where me and my mom did this one thing and it was really fun and we went here and we went here, right? It's just a basic sentence of something they did with their mother. But if you are trying to actively listen, you listen to that, and if you have an active listening mind and you trained it, you'll know that, okay, there's so much stuff we can talk about here. Okay, when did you do this? Okay, how did you feel when you did this? Is it one of your favorite memories? If not, okay, what is your favorite memory with your mom? So now I just created 3 different questions out of that one sentence. This is how you can start getting better at conversations, because thing is, we don't really know what to say after somebody says something. But the thing is, you don't really need to figure out what to say because they already give you what you need to figure out. Treat their conversation, treat their sentence as basically a key that you can unlock with one of your questions. So they'll basically give you the sentence, and now there's so many questions you can unlock with this one sentence. Okay, when I was young, me and my mom went here and it was fun. Even though that was a small sentence that I just told you. Now you can ask me different questions. Imagine I just told you that, okay, I remember when I was walking with my mom out in the city randomly, and I would just go slide and she would laugh and she would take pictures of me sliding, my pants would tear. It's a funny story, but you now can ask me multiple questions. Okay, was it fun? Is that one of your core memories? Okay, what did you like about doing all that? Why was it so fun for you? Now you got more questions that you can ask me. This way, I can conversate with you. Now you ask me that question, I can answer that question, and now you can ask me more, and I can ask you questions too. And this is how we get good at conversations. This is active listening. Passive listening is basically where you listen, but you don't really conversate back. Generally, passive listening is actually looked down upon, because passive listening is basically people who listen, but everything's going in one ear and out the other. And even I thought it was somewhat of a bad thing. It sounds like a bad thing, but I would argue that it's not. I personally think if you can passively listen in a healthy way, people actually like you more. Because think about it, in a certain situation where, let's just say your mom comes home and she had a bad day at work, she'll probably start telling you about the bad day at work. She probably does this already if your mom goes to work. She probably tells you all about your bad day. That's fine, right? She wants to talk about something that happened, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Now, if you actively listen, what you're doing is not allowing her to complain to you. Imagine something bad happened in the, something annoyed her at the office. She comes home and all she wants is to rant. She just wants to rant. She comes home, she sees you there, you're the only person at home right now, so she just starts telling you, okay, this happened, that happened, this happened. And if you start actively listening, and then you just start asking questions okay, yeah, tell me about it more. Yeah, what did this guy do? Sure, you can ask questions that allow her to rant more, but if you start giving advice and statements and questions that she doesn't even want to answer, what happens is, she just doesn't like ranting to you anymore. She came home and she wants to tell you this for the sole purpose of getting it out of her chest. So if you can passively listen to the point where it's not where you're ignoring her, you're listening and you're yeah, but you don't really add on to the conversation, because again, it's not rude to not add on to a conversation that the other person doesn't even want to go anywhere. They don't even want to have a conversation with you. They just want to rant. So a lot of friends that want to rant. You probably have a few friends that love ranting. So when they rant, what do? You probably don't add on to the rant, right? You just let them listen. You're yeah. So do the exact same thing with other people, where a lot of the times they don't actually want to speak to you. It's in a rude way, not in a rude way, but they just don't want to talk to you. They just want to rant to you. So allow them to do it. It's not a rude thing. It's not like they're a bad person. Just let them rant. And this is how you use passive listening. So recap: active listening is when you listen purely because you want to add on to the conversation. You want to delve deeper. You ask questions. They ask questions. Done. Passive listening is when you just listen so that the other person can rant towards you. Second thing is, no need for eye contact. Just focus. I've seen so many people on YouTube just parrot the same phrase. Oh yeah, you should make eye contact. You should make eye contact. Oh, you should do this so you can make more eye contact. Okay, this is a technique that you can look in their eyes so you can make eye contact. Oh yeah, you should meditate, bro, because if you meditate, then you'll make eye contact. Bro, I'm tired of all these advice on how to make eye contact, because the truth is, you make eye contact already. If you're not retarded, if you're not like autistic, chances are you're not. You probably can make eye contact really well, but people just over obsess over it. Thing is, your body is able to make eye contact. If you go up to 10 of your friends and ask them if you make good eye contact, imagine you never practiced, right? Probably chances are you never practiced making eye contact with them. Go to 10 people you never practiced with, right? And then ask them, do you make good eye contact? Like, there should be people you know, don't go to random people. Ask them, do you make good eye contact or somewhat good eye contact? They'll tell you, yeah, you look at me when I talk to you. The thing is, when your body is focused on something, you make eye contact with it. Like, you're making eye contact with me right now because you're focused on me. You're not practicing making eye contact with me because like you're watching the video, and because you're focused on the video, you're making eye contact with. You're not making eye contact consciously saying, okay, I'm gonna look at his left eye because it makes him more like, it makes him more attentive. Like, you just make eye contact just by watching me, right? You do the exact same thing with people. Chances are most of the people who you don't practice with, they're the people who you make the most eye contact with, because you're focused on the conversation and them and not their eyes. And by my experience, when you focus on the actual eyes, everything that they're saying just goes out the other ear. It just becomes passive listening. Everything that you're saying, everything that they're saying just comes out goes in this ear and goes out the other. So when you focus on their eyes, you don't even add on to the conversation. So remember, this is something that I hate I literally hate it when people just say you should make more eye contact, because they don't have any education. They're just parroting what other YouTubers are saying. But if you really think about it, if you just focus on the conversation, if you just focus on what the other person is saying, who they are, what they're doing, automatically your brain will make eye contact. You don't have to over obsess over it. This is such an easier way to make eye contact, but people overcomplicate it, saying you should do this, you should do that. I promise you, just focus on what the other person is saying, what the conversation is, what you guys are talking about, add on to the conversation, and automatically your brain will make eye contact. Because right now you're focused on me and you're making eye contact. You're not looking anywhere else or anything. You're probably putting me as a podcast or something, but chances are you're making eye contact if you're watching me. So don't over obsess over eye contact, just focus on the conversation. Third thing is, train your voice to be attractive. The thing is, a lot of us just speak to people normally with our voice, and chances are they like our voice because we're used to it. But your voice is kind of like a weapon you can level up in a video game. There's many ways you can level up your voice, especially singers, they know this. Like, there's so many warm-ups you can do. There's so many vocal lengths you can get to if you're like a singer and you practice singing. But a lot of normies, they think that, okay, I don't sing, so I don't have to train my voice. You can definitely train your voice. If you listen to my voice here, and if you listen to my voice literally 6 months ago, one video from 6 months ago, you'll see a big difference in how I speak, the resonance of my voice, the amplitude of my voice in a sense. It's all different. It's still natural, it's still my voice, I'm not making it anything different. It's just that I've trained it in a way to speak in a certain way that is captivating and people listen to it. It's not manipulative, it's just I like my voice being able to be listened to. I like when people like my voice, and I feel like you can relate to that. So there's many ways you can level up your voice, but there's 3 things you need to keep in mind that you can just keep. It's 3 of the same topic. It's the same topic, but 3 points at the same topic. There's seeking rapport, there's neutral rapport, and there's breaking rapport. So you know how seeking rapport is like getting to know the other person and you want their attention, like seeking rapport. And that's usually good when you're asking questions, and even then, like, seeking rapport makes you look like a small child, basically. Like, you know how a small child asks questions? It's basically seeking rapport. So it's basically seeking rapport in a way you can understand is, seeking rapport is when your voice starts from bottom. So you can actually imagine it like in the hands like this. Your voice starts from like a neutral point, but then it goes up by the end of the sentence. So an example of this would be, can you pass me that pen? Oh, do you have tea? Oh, are we going here? What are you doing? Like that. So you know how when you ask questions, or when you hear other people ask questions, that little at the end of the sentence, that high-pitched note, usually when they're asking questions, makes them look kind of like a child, like kind of like lower than you. Now, obviously, hierarchically, this is fine. Like, if you do it, you're not gonna get into much trouble, but chances are this is seeking rapport. So basically, again, so can you pass me that pen? Oh, is that what you're doing? Oh, is this seeking rapport? Like that, like, oh, I see, this is seeking rapport. So even on statements, they can go up. Oh, this is seeking rapport. Oh, I don't understand this. Like that. Like, it ends they start normally, and then they end in a higher pitch. Neutral rapport is basically, oh, this is neutral rapport. Oh, is that so? Oh, can you pass me that pen? Oh, like that. It's like very monotone, neutral, basic. You can understand. So, can you pass me that pen? Can you pass me that pen? Like that. Now, this is breaking rapport. Especially if you're a guy, you want to practice breaking rapport as much as possible. Breaking rapport is basically down talking. So, down talking is when you end a sentence with a lower pitch than when you started. So, can you pass me that pen? Oh, is this tea tasty? Are you going to the gym today? Are you going to school today? What homework do we have? Give me your homework. Can I have your homework? Oh, is that your name? What's your name? Get the idea? Like, when you end your sentence with a lower pitch, now obviously you don't have to go deep as I'm going because I'm trying to explain and give you an example, but generally in conversation, no one's going to notice you're doing this. It's not like, that's not even like really manipulative, it's just your voice. Caveat, by the way, a lot of people will think, okay, if you're training your voice, you're being fake. I disagree. If you're making your voice deeper, if you're doing all this stuff, I actually think it's just using your voice. Like if you change the tune of a guitar, you're not faking the guitar, right? If you change the size of your bicep by doing a bicep curl, you're not faking your biceps. It's the same thing with your voice. If you change your voice in a certain way to sound better or sound different, it's just using your voice in a certain way. So remember, breaking rapport and neutral rapport should be, if you're a guy especially, should be your goal. You should never do seeking rapport because it makes you sound like a child. If you really want to earn respect and get other people's attention and make them like listening to you, chances are you just need to be neutral rapport, which is fine, and breaking rapport, which is even better. You can practice this right now. This is a tactic that Hamza used, and you can like use the same example, then practice with me. Hamza is a YouTuber. So you can do, my name is Dash. So I'll say my name is Kaushi, right? So I'll say my name is Kaushi. You can even say my name is Kaushi or say your own name. And just try to start lowering the pitch for every time you say it. So first start with seeking rapport and then you can see where you're going. My name is Kaushi. 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 And then just keep repping this part. Once it, to you, if it sounds good right here, keep repping that. My name is Kaushi. My name is Kaushi. And the thing is, even if you start at a higher pitch, it's fine if you end in lower pitch. If you start only lower, best case scenario. Neutral to lower, good. Higher to lower, even fine. My name is Kaushi. That sounds weird. It's like, my name is Kaushi. My name is Kaushi. My name is Kaushi. You get the idea? You put some pauses in. My name is Kaushi. What's your name? Tell me your name. That's a very pretty name. So if you practice this over and over again, maybe record videos and practice speaking into the camera and speaking and breaking rapport and neutral rapport, you'll start practicing this. And when you practice by yourself, when you speak to other people, especially when you speak to people who you haven't spoken to, you'll be so much more attractive to them, so much more respectable and attractive because you're speaking and down talking, you're breaking rapport with them. Breaking rapport sounds like it's a bad thing, but it's just a term for the terminology for the thing. If you just keep doing this and practice at home, when you speak to somebody new, they'll notice, like, they won't notice it, but subconsciously they'll respect you because you sound more relaxed. Like, imagine I just sounded like this all the time, right? Obviously, sometimes in videos I sound like this, but if I sound like this all the time, you kind of get irritated and you probably want to click off right now because I sound like a small child. But if I start talking like this, and I'm very relaxed, and I know exactly what I'm going to say, and there's pauses between my sentences, and I'm breaking rapport, you find me more attractive, you want to listen to my voice, and if there's a girl watching, she's probably turned on right now. I'm just kidding. But you get the idea. Breaking rapport is what you got to keep in mind. Number 4, don't engage in conversations that you don't even want to be in. Thing is, a lot of us, we engage in conversations for the sake of social skills and improving our social skills. But deep down, it's actually ruining our social skills because we tend to hate conversations. So when we speak to people we don't want to speak, and there's conversations we just don't want to have, there's some conversations that you're having right now that you don't even want to have and you don't care about. The advice I would give to you is basically only speak to people and only ever have a conversation that you care about. Not necessarily that you like, because there's a lot of conversations that we need to have that we do not like hard conversations we need to have with our parents, school, whatever, right? But it's just what you care about. You probably care about having conversations with your friends and parents, probably your school, your university, your job, whatever, right? You probably have good enough care for those. So even if you don't like them, you'll do them. But conversations that you don't even care about, like there's this one guy that you're texting that you don't even like there's one guy you're texting that's texting you that you don't even like. There's that girl you're texting that doesn't even like you and you don't even like her, but you're texting her anyway because, oh, it's a girl and she thinks that it's a guy. So think about it. think of every conversation that you're having and figure out what ones you don't even care about and just stop talking to them, right? Because they don't want to talk to you either. Chances are, if you both are like exchanging no care conversations, none of you is going to lose if one of you just leaves. So break the cycle. Don't waste your energy on conversations that you don't even care about. It's just a small thing that you got to keep in mind. There's always that one person you're having conversations in school that you don't even like that person, and like, you know, they low-key don't even like you too, and now you're just having conversations with them. It mainly happens in like texting. You're probably texting like 5 people on Snapchat or Instagram that you don't even like. So keep this in mind. Whoever you don't like having conversations with, just leave them undelivered, or just say that, oh yeah, what's up bro, I'm gonna go bye-bye, and like their message, and just don't talk to them much ever again because you don't like them. Now obviously don't ignore them. If they come and text you saying, can you do this is all contextual, but if they come and say, can you do this, obviously speak to them. But there's a lot of us wasting energy, or daily energy, on people that we don't even care about. Not in a bad way, but we just don't care about, and those people don't care about us. So save your energy for the people who actually matter. Another thing to keep in mind is, before you go and approach a person or engage in a conversation, really ask yourself, do I need to have this conversation? Do I care about this person? Do I care about what they're doing and who they are? And if none of these are like even yes, don't engage in the conversation. You're probably engaging it for the sake of leveling up your social skills, but that will actually diminish your social skills because you're having a conversation with something you don't even care about. If you had a conversation, let's just say there's this grocery shop guy that you're getting stuff from. If you know him and you know a little bit because you've been seeing him, and you're interested in like, oh, how long he's working there, then go and ask him that, right? That's a question that you're actually interested in. So next time you go up to the grocery store, ask them, oh yeah, how long have you been working here? And now it's something that you're improving your social skills, but you're also getting to know the other person by way of you already caring about them. This is what you got to keep in mind whenever you have conversations. Number 5, say hi to literally everybody. The thing is, a lot of us don't really have the high skill leveled up. Like, we have social skills, we have this skill, but the high skill, being able to open a conversation or just engage in like a hi, that skill is very low, even if we leveled up our social skill. If we level up our high skill, what happens is, you just like tend to be open with conversations. You're more open to saying hi to people, and if you have a crush, you can go approach her better because your high skill is much better. So how do you improve your high skill? Basically, just go and say hi to everybody. Keep repping that. Whenever you're walking on the street, whenever you're at the gym, whenever you're going to the grocery store or this local supermarket, there's going to be people there that sometimes you've seen before, sometimes you've never seen them before. Regardless, just say hi. You have a security guard in your building, say hi. If you have a cleaner in your building, say hi. If you walk outside and you see the same person in the same spot whenever you go for your morning walk, say hello. The thing is, they've probably seen you too, and if you just say, hey, what's up, or like good morning, literally that one good morning or that one hi or what's up or not up, like that, it makes them like you a little bit more because you now broke that ice. Because the thing is, a lot of us are just like closed in our own lives and we don't really talk to other people. And the thing is, we would like to talk to other people, but we just don't want to take the step of breaking the ice. So if you can break the ice by just saying hello, that ice is broken and now they can smile while talking to you. I've said hi to literally everybody in my block at least once, right? And now every time I walk past them, I know I've seen them before and they've seen me, and we're like, hi, hello, good morning. And like, if there's somebody new and they make eye contact, obviously just don't say hi to random people. Just if you can tell with your intuition that, okay, this person seen that I'm here, just say hello to them. Like, use your brain, be a little smart with this. Don't just say hi to everybody that you see in your vision. If someone makes eye contact with you while you're walking, that like half millisecond eye contact, be like, what's up, good morning. Or if somebody's in your like, list waiting area of your building or whatever, the lobby, just say hello, good morning, how are you? And then if it's evening, good evening. Obviously, you get the idea. So just say hi to everybody. What this does in like an analytical sense is, in your brain, you're leveling up your high skill, like your good morning skill. So now when you actually want to say hi to somebody that you care about, maybe a crush, like let's just say you have a crush in school and you're shy to say hi to her because you don't know how to say hi to her. But at home, you leveled up this high skill over and over again. You got so many reps in this. So now your crush is just another person you're saying hi to, because chances are you guys will walk past and you can just be like, oh, hello, good morning, done. And now she'll say good morning, and now you broke the ice, and now to speak to your crush is a lot easier because you broke the ice. This has so many implications in work, school, university, home, anywhere. But just get into the habit of saying hello to everybody, whether it be good morning, whether it be hi, whether it be what's up. Just say hello to everybody. 6th thing is, compliment things that you genuinely like. Thing is, a lot of us like flatter people. Like maybe not you, but a lot of us tend to flatter people. Flattering is basically when you say something and you compliment that other person for the sake of complimenting them, to get that compliment for them so that they feel good, but not because you actually like them. We want to be complimenting and praising people. What that means is you got to figure out what you actually like about the other person. Let's just say you like this gray hoodie that I'm wearing. You can tell me that the gray hoodie looks good on you, like this gray hoodie looks good, and I would appreciate it, and I would tell that you're being sincere because I can tell you're sincere. Like, it's just your brain, our human brains knows when people are sincere. But if you start flattering me and you don't even like this gray hoodie, but you're like, oh, that gray hoodie looks great on you, man, I can somewhat tell that you're flattering me. And also it's bad for you because your mental health will be like, yeah, you're lying to him. Guess what? You're lying to him, and that's bad for him because you're flattering him, and you know flattering is bad. And now your brain will start giving you mental health problems. So from now on, don't flatter people, just compliment them on stuff that you genuinely like. If you genuinely like my hoodie, don't be afraid to tell me that I like it. If you like somebody's outfit because they're well dressed for an occasion that's like special, let's just say a wedding or a birthday party, and they dress really well, and you appreciate it, go and tell them that, yo, I really like what you're wearing. It looks really good on you. A lot of us have this craving to be appreciated. Every human being has the craving to be appreciated. It's like the number one rule of social skills, is that everyone has a craving to be appreciated. So if you can appreciate them and show them that you recognize that they're doing something good, and you like what they're doing, they'll feel good. It's positive reinforcement. Because imagine you took so long to get well dressed, and you've been going to the gym so your arms fit well in the suit, and you combed your hair really nice and it looks good, it's a good hair day, and you go to this birthday party. Now, two scenarios will happen. Imagine no one notices it. Imagine be like, oh yeah, what's up, good morning, they speak to you and everything, good social skills, but no one appreciates your outfit. Sure, that's fine. But imagine you did that and someone, just one person, came up to you and said, I really like your outfit. That one difference will make your entire day. You'll go home and be like, this outfit does look good, I'll wear it again next week. And that's just one person. So you can imagine if you were that one person, giving that somewhat like praise, compliment, gift to other people, and not flattery. Remember, we're not going to flatter anybody, because if you flatter, you're doing it as a lie. We want to truthfully appreciate something. There's something about me that you appreciate. Maybe you like my presentation skill. Maybe you like my hoodie. So you can go tell me that. You can tell me that, oh, I really like how you speak. I really enjoy it. I think it's impressive. Oh, I really like your hoodie. Where did you get it from? I want it too. So now I think that you like me, like genuinely like me. So now you can go find other people. Maybe for you, other people find something that they appreciate. So if you can appreciate them, they'll tell you that I like your hair because you have good hair. It's all about reciprocation. So the number one rule is you find out what you like about the other person. You can try this with your parents right now. If your mom or dad are home, just think, okay, imagine your mom, right? Imagine your mom always wears that one hair clip that looks good on her hair. Maybe she has really good hair, or maybe she styles her hair really nice. What you can do is just say, I like that hair clip, or I like how your hair looks good today. And now, because let's just say she got ready for like 20 minutes, right, this morning to get her hair to look like that. Maybe she thought no one would notice, but now her son noticed, and now she's super happy, son or daughter. But now you can imagine how happy a mother would be. Now imagine you dressed really well and combed your hair really nice and maybe dressed up really well, and your mom came up and said, you look handsome today, or you look beautiful today. Now suddenly, you feel appreciated. So it's all about this appreciation feeling. So if you can give that to people and genuinely compliment them by finding out what you genuinely like about the other person, and then telling yourself, okay, what do I really like about this person? I really like their hair. Go up to them and say, yo bro, I just noticed, like even if it's in public, like in a waiting area or something, be like, hey, I was sitting there, I noticed you have amazing hair. I'm trying to get like you. You're an inspiration, man. And now people will like that. Don't be creepy about it. Just be like genuinely, like say like, oh yeah, I genuinely like your hair. Or I genuinely like your outfit, or you've been going to the gym, you look good. And even if they look scary and they're like monotone, it's probably because they just don't receive appreciation much. If you come up to them and then like give them that like flower of like appreciation, that gift of appreciation, their whole day will light up. I've had so many instances where there would be like people in my gym who seem like sad, not sad, but monotone because they're focused and like, hard working. And there's people outside in the thing. And I would just come up to them and say like, yo, I really like your hair. Or I really like your outfit. Where did you get it from? And you can literally like physically instantly see the entire face just light up. Their entire face just lights up like a balloon, like not a balloon, like a firework. And they're all smiling and be like, oh, I got it from here. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. They fist bump you. It's like a really wholesome moment. So you can start practicing this at home, in school. If in school a teacher is like teaching really well that day, you can come up after class and be like, yo, I really liked the lesson. I learned a lot actually. You taught really well. So now that teacher who's been teaching hundreds and hundreds of classes with no appreciation first got the appreciation from you. And so she'll like you. And then she'll be more happy. You just want to make people happy, right? So remember, compliment anyone that you think that has something worth complimenting for. So if you genuinely like something that they like, that's when you compliment it. Don't flatter them. Number 7, wish people well. This is the last point because I feel like it's one of the most important points, and I left it for the people who only watched till this far, so this is like a special point for you. And this is something that I haven't learned from a book. I haven't learned from a podcast on social skills. It's something that I just got when I was kind of small, and then I forgot about it, and now I've grown up and I've started using it again. It's when you're walking around the street and you see like 5 people walk by, right? There's a mother with 2 kids. There's a guy who's wearing a hat, construction hat. He's probably going to work. There's probably like 2 guys going to the gym bros. And there's one child, also like a teenager, who's like with headphones and everything. The thing is, all these people have lives. All these people go through something bad. They all go through different troubles. Even if they look happy, they all go through different troubles. But at the same time, they also have so much lessons to tell you. They've went through so much good. They have so much wisdom with them. They have so much love that they want to give to somebody. So if you can wish a person well while they're walking by, it's like a gratitude practice. You've probably heard of gratitude journal, like I am grateful for this person, for this one thing. You can do the same thing while walking on the street or in the gym. So I'll give you an example on how I do this. I'll walk out of the house and I'll see, like, let's just say the first person I see is like a mother with 2 kids. Now I can just walk past them. My brain can recognize them, acknowledge them, but I'll just walk past them. I'll forget about them in 2 minutes. But another thing I could do is just look at them, not stare at them, but just look at them and be like, okay, that mother probably takes care of her kids really well. Her kids look really happy. There's a boy and a girl. These girls look, this girl and boy looks really happy. They have 2 toys in their hand. I'm sure this mother is like treating them in a secure attachment style and everything. This mother looks super happy. I bet she's super fulfilled being a mother. She looks like an amazing mother. Just that one thing in my head. You don't have to say it out loud. You don't have to go and compliment them, right? You can just think it in your head, like, okay, yeah, I really appreciate it. That's something that's possible. And now you just smiled. You just wish this person well. Because even if that's not true, chances are it is true. But even if it's not true, you made yourself feel fulfilled by thinking good about another person. Because the thing is, a lot of us, especially when we're young, when we're like younger teenagers, we tend to just insult people. We tend to think, oh yeah, that guy has a big nose. Oh yeah, that guy has like weird hair. I look better than him. Oh yeah, that guy is so skinny. Like I have more muscle than him and I'm 3 years younger than him. It's like we tend to insult people, more tend to the negative side. But if you can train your brain to be positive and you can try and like teach yourself to look in a positive lens, everything will be fun. Now imagine you see another guy, a guy who's going to the gym. He looks kind of angry, but you might think, oh yeah, he's probably going through some stress at work, but I'm sure he'll be okay. If he goes to the gym, I'm sure after the gym he'll be super happy because he pushed out all the weight and it feels better, and he's probably super proud of his physique, and I'm also super proud of his physique. You saw one guy who looks angry as fuck and jacked, and you thought of all those good thoughts. I'm proud of you. So if you can go outside and literally, I can name like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can name 7 people outside my window right now. And you can do this right now if you're right next to your window. Really look at one person and think, what about their life do I think is good about them? And then suddenly your brain will start producing so many like good thoughts and you'll start wishing them well. And this is how you can get a good sign of mental health. Because you're wishing people well. You see another person on the street and they look like they're like a teenager with headphones on, right? Be like, oh yeah, that kid is probably going through puberty and she's probably listening to pretty good music. I think she might be listening to pop, maybe Taylor Swift, maybe this. And now you got like a positive lens to the outside of the world, outside of your own point of view. And I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. So every time you walk past somebody new, stranger, just think, okay, that guy's probably going to have a good day. Okay, that person is probably a really good father and takes care of his kids. Even if he doesn't have any kids, you can just think he's a father and be like, yeah, he looks like a father. He looks like he's working hard. He looks like he's going to work so he can pay for his kids' meals and everything. Oh yeah, that kid looks like he's very healthy and strong, he's athletic. And then when you walk past like those football areas in the park, be like, oh yeah, those kids are probably very athletic. They're probably friends from childhood playing basketball and football now. And there's a guy going for a run in the park, be like, oh yeah, that guy, I like that he's taking care of his health. He's probably watching some motivational stuff. He's probably listened to a good podcast while running. I'm glad that he's doing that. I'm actually proud of him because I can imagine doing the same thing. So do this for literally everybody that you see. If you go for like nature walks and 15-minute morning walks, like for me, I go for like a 15-20 minute morning walk. While you're walking, don't just be in your own head. Try to look for like good aspects of people and wish them well in your own head. Now you can go another step and really like, if you see someone like doing something, like physically doing something that's not in your fantasy, like you think that this person is a good father, but if you actually see that they're a good father and they're taking care of their kids, be like, hey man, I like how you're raising your kids. If you're old enough, obviously, if you're a child, they probably won't listen to you. But if you're old enough and you're like a father age, you can be like, hey, I like how you're raising your kids. And if you see another teenager who's like playing football, be like, oh yeah, I really like how you're playing football. You're really good at it. This is the next step to social skills, wishing people well and letting them know. Because deep down, we all have some value or the other that doesn't feel recognized. And everybody has this certain value. And if you can start recognizing it and be the first person to do it in your own friend circle, in your own block of like buildings, in your own family, you'll be the next step to being liked and respected. I have more videos like this on my channel. You can go click this one. If it pops up, I remember to keep it. There's a subscribe button right here. If you like the video, dislike it if you dislike it. I have more videos like this on my channel. You can go click my little face down there and watch another video if you like. Bye-bye. Bye, bro.